So, before the Euro started, I did a little prediction of how the group stages would turn out and how the knockout stages would turn out. And I can tell you, as of today, I've done 330 videos. Yeah, 330. And this video was my most disliked video, 81% like to dislike ratio. That's insane because so many people disagreed. And some of the comments, oh my God, some of the comments right there, read these comments. They all disagreed with me. And that's cool. I said it was my opinion, but yeah. Let's see how well I did. And I'll give you some of my feedback on what I thought the tournament was like and what went down. Let's go. So here we are. Here is my initial predictions. And actually, I don't think I did too badly, if I'm honest. I got 3 groups spot on. So I'm going to quickly take a look at them. Group C, Netherlands, Austria, Ukraine, North Macedonia. I think that was a fairly easy one, except the Austria and Ukraine. But I got it right. Netherlands, we'll just talk about the group stages. Netherlands, I think they had an easy group and they should finish top. And that, I think, was my initial thoughts. Austria and Ukraine, yes, they've got some good players, but Netherlands should have the quality. North Macedonia, yeah, sorry if you're from North Macedonia. The Group D, people didn't think I was right when I said Scotland would finish bottom, but I knew they wouldn't finish bottom because they were relying on people like Shea Adams to score goals. And as a Southampton fan, I know how bad Shea Adams is at scoring goals. But once again, it was a case of, I knew England would finish first, or I predicted them to finish first. How well would Croatia and Czech Republic? Very similar to Austria and Ukraine. Fairly similar standard teams. Who would finish second and who would finish third? But luckily I got it right. And then the real tough group. Group F, I got it spot on. I predicted France to win the group. I predicted France to win the actual Euros, I think. And I think Germany had a stronger team than Portugal. Portugal relied on a few players. Hungary managed to get a good result as well against France, I think it was, off the top of my head. So yeah, another one predicted right. Now, if we go to Group A, spot on with Italy. They had an easy group. Whether you like it or not, they had an easy group. So they deserved to win that one, to be fair. Turkey, I was right. The comments, oh, Turkey should do well. Oh, Turkey could be the winners of that group. No, they weren't. Come on, get a grip. Turkey were never going to do well. They were never going to do well. So, but once again, as I said, same as the other groups, there was those 2 teams that I couldn't decide who would finish second and who would finish third. And obviously, with Switzerland and Wales, got it slightly wrong way round. Yeah. Anyway, Group B and Group E, I sort of got right, but sort of got completely wrong. But I only got it wrong because of one team in each group. So in Group B, I thought Denmark would have a great tournament. And they did have a good tournament, didn't they? But it looked a bit tricky at the start. Now, obviously, the whole real sad situation with Christian Eriksen, and that sort of scuppered the plans of Denmark finishing top, which actually didn't really matter too much. But so basically, I got that all wrong because Denmark ended up finishing third and all the other teams ended up finishing higher except Finland. So I almost got it right. Just doesn't show very well on the chart. Group E, once again, scuppered by one team that had a massively disappointing tournament, and that was Poland. I just thought Poland would have a good tournament. Some of the players they've got, Szczęsny, Lewandowski, etc. Bednarak from Saints, he's been a really good defender. And they just fell apart. They fell apart. And by that one team doing badly, it didn't go so well. So actually, considering B, Group E, and even Group A was slightly wrong, I think I did pretty well, actually, surprisingly. Yeah, I think I did pretty well. Good. Anyway, now this is where the knockouts look a bit funny. First of all, people were saying I was mad thinking England would get to the final. And actually, I don't think they played well in any game. Whether you like it or not, England didn't play well in any of the games as a team. Defence, brilliant. Defence, Pickford as well, brilliant. Attack, rubbish. Absolutely dreadful. So, England got to the final. Now, if you look at what I thought, I don't think I did too bad on the knockouts. I think I predicted Poland to get further than they did. But I was so spot on with Denmark. Yeah, they had a slippery start, but Denmark got to the semis. And obviously England beat them. But I predicted them. As you can see, Denmark in the semis. People said I was crazy when I said England would beat Germany. I was spot on. Italy, as I said, I thought Italy would get knocked out by Denmark, but it's just the way Denmark managed to get through in third place rather than in first, like I predicted. Now, what I am shocked about in some of the teams. So Poland, I'm shocked about. Belgium let themselves down when I think this was probably one of their best chances to do well, and they fluffed it. They fluffed it, didn't they? They didn't do well enough. The team they have should have been doing better than they did, and they didn't. France, I think, were complacent. I think they thought they were better than they were. And it was very satisfying when Mbappe missed his penalty, because it summed up France during the tournament, in my opinion. I think they were probably favourites to win, and they were complacent. And you can't be complacent in football. You really can't be complacent in football, because you get upsets. Because at these tournaments, all the teams are fighting to win, except Turkey, who didn't fight to win, because they just might as well not have bothered. But that's my prediction. England, I said, obviously lost in the final against Italy, and I think Italy deserved to win. Italy were probably the best team performance-wise throughout the tournament. It doesn't matter who they were playing against. You can only beat what's in front of you. So that is how it went. Now, to look at some of the things during the tournament and my overall impression of the tournament. I thought this was one of the worst tournaments I've seen in a long while. I don't know if that's because I've been getting more into rugby and Aussie rules. I don't know, which are more exciting games. But there were very few games that had me gripped. In fact, I watched all of the group stage games and was so bored, I then decided that me and the wife should watch Clarkson's Farm. So for the first couple of games of the knockouts, we were watching Clarkson's Farm, and that was a lot more exciting. So I don't think it was a very good, exciting tournament. I don't think there were very good performances. Granted, there was some exceptions. Now, the refereeing. I'm a referee. Let's talk about the refereeing. Some of the refereeing was painful. Some of it was really good. The Dutch referee that refereed the final, I actually think he was a highlight of the tournament, and that is because he wasn't putting up with team players diving. On the whole, he was telling the players to get up, but this is a huge but. It's all well and good telling a player to get up when you thought they've dived. However, if you do not book them and give them a yellow card, then where's the deterrent? And I will get to my main subject in a minute of a certain player in relation to diving. I'll get to that in a bit. But then, yeah, he did well. But then you've got the problem of inconsistency between all the different referees. Unlike in other sports where the referees are told, you must give a certain decision for that certain act, you don't have that in football. So one referee's tolerance will be different to another referee's tolerance. And that's the problem with football. That's why you get the controversy with decisions and fouls. VAR doesn't work with the referee. You need something like TMO, which is what they have in rugby, where they can communicate with the video ref and look at things that the referee may have missed. So yeah, refereeing was very, very mixed in my opinion. Very mixed. Now, on to Italy. Let's talk about Italy quickly because they won the tournament and I think they deserve to win. I think they probably were the best team. They played the most exciting football. Yeah, some of the teams they played were pretty poor, especially in the group stage. However, you can only beat what's in front of you. And actually, I think having players like Chiellini and Bonucci really helped give a good foundations for the Italian team. Chiesa did really well as well. Exciting attacking football. Italy deserved to win the Euros for sure. Now let me get to my team, England. Did England have a single good game? No. None of the England games the team as a whole performed well. And I think that's a bit unfair, actually, me saying that, because actually what I mean is England's attack did not play very well. Our defence, Pickford, Maguire, Jones, Luke Shaw, Kyle Walker, etc. Our defence were brilliant. They didn't let many goals in. They were so good. I think they let 2 goals in. They were so good and so solid. However, it's all well and good not letting teams score, but if your team can't score, then we have a problem. And the problem is Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling. These were the 2 of the biggest disappointments in the England team and possibly the Euros that I can think of. Now, I'm sure people say to me, oh, Rob, you're completely wrong. Sterling had a great tournament. Harry Kane had a great tournament. Did they? Harry Kane was more or less non-existent. I don't know what his position is. Is he a target man? Is he a poacher? Is he an advanced forward? I really don't know. He doesn't lead. He doesn't hold up the ball. The goal he scored was from maybe a poacher's position, the header against Ukraine, and no one was marking him. Harry Kane was absolutely dreadful. Raheem Sterling was painful. I'll talk about his performance first. Now, he is dribbling. He runs into players. He crashes straight into them. His first touch, shocking, bounces off him and off behind the byline. His passing, oh God. His shooting, oh Jesus. I remember one of the quotes when Sterling scored against Kasper Schmeichel against Denmark, and they said, when he missed. And the commentator said, how did Kasper Schmeichel save that? And my thought is, because Sterling kicked the ball straight at Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel didn't even have to move anywhere but there, and it would have been a goal. Sterling was one of the biggest disappointments as well. He's got energy, that's fine. And the problem is his energy makes it look like he's doing a good job. And he didn't. And then we come to the situation where he is a cheater. That's fine, I use the word. He's a cheater. And I can back that up. That's not me being slanderous. He cheated multiple times. He cheated to win the penalty against Denmark. He tried cheating twice to win free kicks and penalties against Italy. That is not acceptable. If I want my team to win, I want my team to win with integrity, sportsmanship. Win by playing fair and being honest. And this player, Raheem Sterling, epitomises what is wrong with football. He is what is wrong with football. And that's probably all I've got to say on the matter for him. Do I think it was a good tournament? No. I think it was really disappointing, and I think there's better things coming up. The Olympics, Rugby League, World Cup coming in, I think, September time. We've got the Lions Tour in rugby. These matches and tournaments will put the Euros to shame, I'm sure. Let me know what you thought. Did you enjoy the tournament? Do you think I'm completely wrong? If you do, that's fine. But if you think I'm wrong, give me reasons. Don't just say I'm wrong. How do you think I did with my predictions? I think I did pretty well. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you next time.